Mist is pretty much all gone now, virtually no mist because the sun's up. Soon glows when the sun, well, you can see it down in the valley, the river valley over there. But this is the EasySky B-17 from Great Hobbies. I don't know, it seems to have all sorts of exaggerated stabilization. I don't know what it's trying to do. It looks very weird the way the stabilization's working. I don't know. And I can't remember whether I got this to take off the grass or not. I don't know. It's a plane that would sort of generally tend to worry me. It did, as far as I remember, when I flew it last, it flew fairly okay, but famous last words. Well, I can't seem to... Well, it does have tiny wheels, so it's not surprising if it doesn't run on it. Yeah, I may have used a runner when I flew it before. Probably did. No, I don't think it's gonna... I don't think it's gonna take off. Well, this is the only runner I've got with me today. I don't have the bigger tar paper runner with me. Whether this is going to do any good, I don't know. Yep, we managed to get him off from that with a punch to the throttle and some up elevator. We managed to get him off. Whoa! God, look at it rocking there. That's the stabilization, that's not me. It's like got this sort of crazy kind of stabilization, I don't know. God. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sun, sun, sun. It's got this crazy kind of stabilization that's causing it to vibrate, and to be honest, I can't remember. I think you press the bind button. I think there's some way of controlling the stabilization by pressing the bind button. Trying to keep it out of the sun because it's hard to see if I get it in the sun. Whoa! It's really wobbling there, and it's, as I say, it's doing that itself. It's stabilization. I didn't reread the manual of this before I brought it. It's DSM-2, I remember. Its stabilization is just going crazy there. It's flying, but it's wobbling. It's because it's flapping its ailerons all the time for no particular good reason. Oh well. Oh yes, it's doing it again. It keeps doing this thing where it waggles its wings violently for no particular good reason. Oh yes. Better land it, I guess, and see what's happening. It's probably going to tip over on landing because, oh, that's too high. Since we still have more or less have control over it, let's try and go around again. Despite its tendency to waggle its wings horribly, I do still have some sort of control over it, but it's... Whoops.
Throttle cut on.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what was...
Throttle cut off. Throttle cut on.
Unusually for me, I don't seem to have put anything. I usually put a custom voice thing in telling me what things are doing, but I don't seem to have put anything in telling me how to turn the stabilization for this on and off, and I don't remember off the top of my head, so yeah, I mean, you can see even now it's sitting on the ground with this ridiculous stabilization all the way. You can see, like, why is that elevator all the way the heck over there like that? Maybe it didn't get initialized right, I don't know. Oh, I've mostly used the battery on it anyway. I want to try this guy one more time with a new battery, reinitialized with a new battery, just to see if he still does this ridiculous wing waggling thing. Oh, throttle cut off
Throttle cut
would help.
off.
Well, barely got him off there. Didn't pull him up quickly enough, so he was running over the grass a bit. Try and not get it. It's very hard. Well, it's very hard not to fly in the sun because, I mean, it's right there, the sun. It's right over the runway at that end. He does seem to be perhaps not doing this ridiculous wing waggling thing so much now. Maybe I didn't get him initialized very level or something. Because he was just going crazy before. He just kept doing this thing where he would shake his wings constantly because the stabilization was just causing the ailerons to flutter. I'm trying to fly him around that end of the runway because the sun is just right over the other end of the runway, so it's impossible to look that way without blinding yourself pretty much. Yeah, that definitely seems better. That definitely, I don't see it doing that flutter, flutter, flutter thing now. So maybe the stabilization just didn't get initialized very well the first time. That, you know, you got to be careful. In all these things with stabilization, you kind of want to, you know, you want to make sure they're level and you let them stay level while they initialize to get their gyros right. I mean, I think his stabilization, honestly, I mean, he has stabilization. It's a bit weird, his stabilization at the best of times, but... And I'm not even sure what kind of stabilization it is, really. I mean, it seems to kind of...
2 minutes.
I don't know. Oh, yes, you don't get much on a battery with him. I don't know whether it's supposed to be self-leveling. Well, presumably not, since I can loop him. And if he had self-leveling stabilization, I doubt I'd be able to loop him. I don't know. It's odd stabilization. I don't know. Of course, nobody really loops B-17s, but still. Anyway, whoa, birds, birds, birds. That looked like a serious danger of a bird strike there. Great horde of things flying very near my plane. Never had a bird strike with a RC plane. You'd think the birds would have enough sense to stay out the way. I'm trying to bring him in now. I don't know, he's an odd sort of flyer, not an impossible flyer, but a bit odd. Oh. Well, because there's no way he's going to run on the ground, so, you know, what you do in terms of dropping him to the ground is, you know... Oh well, he's still doing this thing now, though. I mean, look, why are his ailerons like that now? Why is he trying to turn himself to the right? I can't see any sensible reason why he would be. But he did fly a lot better that time, I have to say. EasySky B-17. Don't know where else you can buy him, but I bought him from Great Hobbies in Mississauga.